Hello everybody, it's Ben, and as part of today's Natural Curiosity segment, I want to introduce you to a spring pandanus. Scientifically, this plant is known as a Pandanus spiralis, and you can see why it is called that because you can see the spiral in the form of the plant up there. Now, something that these plants are known for is on their fronds, they've got these brutal spikes all the way along the edge. And they're barbed, so they will cut you to pieces going through here, not to mention anything that you might want to keep waterproof or so that it can hold air, so things like thermarests. Now, despite that, these leaves, they're incredibly useful. This plant, one of the things I love about it is it's like a multi-tool for Aboriginal people because it has so many different uses out here. And one of the uses is you can see the fibres that I can split. You can actually split these fronds, particularly on the green ones. They're super strong, they're fresh, and they are very, very supple. So you can split these and you can make a very, very good quality string out of this. So string that you can then go fishing with, or you can make little bags or other things that you need out of this, weaving the string. So very, very useful. Now, these pandanus, they're an indicator species, and they're really useful out here because when you see pandanus, you know that there's going to be water nearby. They're also a good indicator for other animal species that live around here. And as seen by a segment of the fruit of this plant, I know that there are red-tailed black cockatoos around because you can see how they've shredded this. The fruit of these things, they get to quite large, and this is one single segment of it. You can see the cockies, they've been ripping into that with their strong beak. As humans, if we want to eat these, what we would do is we would cut this in half. When it's red, you know they're ripe. You cut it in half, and then from that you'll extract a seed that looks exactly like a peanut, and it tastes exactly like a peanut as well. The other animal that is associated with these, and they get my heart racing a little bit, is a very cute little guy that lives in the Western Kimberley, and it's called a golden-backed tree rat. And what they do is, because the pandanus, they grow up off the ground, they get away from predators. It means that little tree rat can run up these trees, make its home in all of the dry fronds that are underneath here, and keep themselves safe. And especially when you've got a bunch of the pandanus plants growing together, they tend to grow in a grove. Those little tree rats, they can jump from tree to tree, and they're quite safe and secure up there as well. Now, those trunks that get these plants up off the ground, they're actually super buoyant as well. So another thing that this plant can be used for is you can make rafts and you can create flotation out of them. So again, something very useful for the spring pandanus, Pandanus spiralis.